What's going on, Swindy Shit Shop? I'm sitting here in the OBS after I had done the carpet, the back carpet, and the sound deadening, and I'm starting on the rear seat mount. It's right there. I'm just filming this afterwards because I guess I didn't make an intro the first time around. So we got pretty far so far. The carpet looks really good. It's kind of janky in some spots. I think it said that in one of the videos I made, but it honestly isn't too bad. And this truck does not need to be perfect at all. And all the janky stuff, the kind of weird looking stuff, is all towards the back. So really not that big of a deal in my opinion. I still got the doors, the door panels off. I am gonna buy, I don't know when I'm gonna buy new front speakers, but I have my eyes on a set. So I'm gonna get the back two speakers are on the way. So when those come, I'll be able to button up the rest of the back stuff here and put the back seat in, which I think will look really freaking good. Once that back seat in, it'll be a game changer. It'll really start coming together. I still need to take off the dash and try and figure out why my passenger window regulator isn't working. Either I'm going to wire it up to a switch myself, or I'm gonna get a crank window, and that would suck because I just bought a regulator. But enjoy the next few clips. I'll do a little bit at the end, but yeah, enjoy the next few clips of us working on this thing. Also, I didn't say when I was in there, but I have went back on the plan to do the Starlight headliner in the Chevy. So if you hear me say something about that, disregard it. I'm not gonna do it. Ooh yeah, baby. So it's kind of rough in some spots. I put some spray adhesive along the edges and towards the middle kind of, and it doesn't sit in there perfectly, but it is so much better than the old carpet. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it looks good, and with the seats in, it'll look even better. I did it kind of janky, especially up there. I need to somehow get that transfer case handle out of there, because I cannot get that pin. There's a pin that goes through. I cannot get it out, so I can't pull it up, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. I gotta take it off so I can put a new bezel on there. But the Chevy is really coming along, and I just put a new shift cable in it. It's still got the same like adjustment problems. I don't know what that is. I'll just have to live with it because I really don't care that much. But I'm starting to have electrical problems in the passenger door. I'm sorry it's so cold in here, or I mean so loud in here, but I can't get any. I had bought a new passenger window regulator, but I can't get it to work because the electronics in the store were never very good to start out with. But I will be sure to look. And so basically for all the holes to the seat, I'm just going to heat up a screwdriver with a blowtorch and just push it through and melt the carpet and melt the hole so I can get in there. I had cut the holes for the vents. There's one right there, one there. I really don't know what this is. This thing had power seats at one point, but they don't fucking work, and they haven't for a very long time. I'm going to reuse the original back carpet because no one really looks at it, and I don't mind the tan back carpet. It's not that big of a deal to me. New sound system. Next paycheck, I think I'm going to get the back two speakers for the pillars and run the wires through, and then I'll be able to put the back pieces in. I have to get new headliner material still, and there's this really cool like cross kind of thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to do a Starlight headliner in the shape of that cross. I'll put it on screen right here. Yeah, that. And then on the headrest, I'm going to put, they make emblems, so I'm going to put one in there. And then I'm going to put a video in right here to show you what I'm going to do with the taillights too, because I think that'll look really cool. And even if I don't like it, even if it turns out shitty, I'm just going to buy a new set. Not that big of a deal. So now, I'm going to be putting that seat bracket back in there and poking holes in the floor. Did that go through?
Yeah.
Alright, so that's the finished product. Basically what I did is I put those little air vent caps on, I poked the holes through the floor for the seat belt, or the seat bolt holes, and I finalized putting that rear seat bracket in there, and started with the kick panels. So, yeah. And now, in these clips, I'm putting the back two speakers in.
So we're just gonna start bringing projects in for the third hour. Whenever we get done with the welding.
I left the stock speaker wire in there that goes from there back there.
Yeah, that'll work.
So after some meticulous work, I got the speakers in, 2 DS18 Pros, 4-inch mid-range drivers, shallows, the only thing that could fit with this really shallow mounting depth of the rear deck passenger side section. Because of the door, it makes it super thin. But these fit great actually. Now it's done kind of not pretty, but it was extremely hard to actually get those screws in there because of the way that the speaker is supposed to, the regular 4x6 speaker is supposed to sit in there, but it wasn't terrible, I guess. It took a lot of work though. Also got the seat belts in. I just replaced those Torx bit ones because I only had one that was long enough. I don't know what happened, but I just replaced them with 2 1/2-inch bolts. Just sent them through, snugged them down. Ain't going nowhere. I probably should torque them down more, but. And then just got the speaker wire ran. I made sure I had more than enough, so I ran a lot for both of them. Because I'm not sure where I'm gonna have. I don't know if I'm gonna have my amp like back here or under a seat. I'm not quite sure. But this truck is coming along. I got the rear door panel back on, and then I'm gonna start putting all the interior pieces back in. I'm still struggling how to get the transfer case lever off. I'm not sure. The retaining thing broke that keeps it really like in one place, so it's kind of wobbly, but it works the exact same. But I might just do what I said and run wires up with little indicator lights up on this little empty panel right here and have a boot around it. I had also acid washed the wheels that I'd bought for this thing, and they look pretty freaking good actually. Still some sanding to do and then polish, and they'll turn out good as new, but you know what, for $125 rims, ain't bad at all. Now, this is me doing the trans temp sensor in the pickup.
So for my trans temp gauge, shifts your neutral safety switch and your switch selector and shit. Right up here is a line pressure nut, and mine was on there a lot, but this is where they say the easiest place is to put a trans temp gauge tap in. So it is a 7/16 for the actual line pressure nut for mine, or bolt, but this was a 12. I'm not sure why, but so 7/16. And then basically you put a little wire around it and you screw the little other nut in and you run it up into your cab. And then basically for the wiring for the sensor, because I didn't really tell you, so I had that red wire for the sending unit right here, but this is a ground, and I just self-tapered it into this little hole right here. And then this blue, I tapped it into accessory on whatever it was in there. And now we're cleaning up the back bumper.
No, when I lower it, I'm gonna get 22 by 10. Start wiping this away, see all about it.
Here you go.
Holy fuck, I never realized how I thought that my dad's truck was stock, but then we realized that it actually had high tires.
So it's currently in today. I'm really tired. I'm gonna go home. this will probably be the end of this YouTube video because it's decently long. So we just finished the back brakes, new wheel cylinders, shoes, fluid, and a brake rebuild kit. I filmed a decent amount of it. You guys just saw that, or you will see that, sorry. But I did some interior work. I got the new headliner in. Yeah. So this is the only thing holding it in. I'm gonna keep the stock bulbs. I kind of like that fluorescent lighting. It kind of goes along with the truck. I might just buy a new fluorescent bulb too. They're not very good or very bright, but they're homey. They're they make it seem like it's older, and it makes it seem more comfy. Wired up my trans temp gauge. This is my ground. I think this is the sending unit, and that's the switch power. New fluid. I bought way more. I still have to do. I'm gonna order rotors. I have pads already. Just need rotors for the front. They've never been done before. Neither are the back brakes, but it starts again. The battery was just dead. It's 8 years old, so it's to be expected. But charged it up in here, fired it up. So now we get to start. Oh, piece of wood. We can start putting everything back together. Got some things done. Still speak where I ran. I want to explain something to you guys. So my pickup is a 4-shift 4-wheel drive, which means it has that manual stick down there, and I can't get the handle off for anything. But here's my plan. So these indicator lights, what normally would be in a bezel, I'm gonna take these wires, and I had just gotten a switch from a buddy, a 4-wheel drive switch, and the pinout on the switch shows where the indicator lights are. So instead of trying to figure out how to put the bezel in here, I am gonna run these wires up and put them or slice off a pigtail from an old one and wire it in so it actually shows me if I'm in 2 or 4 or 4 low, which would be pretty freaking sweet. And then they still have the switches on them, so I'm gonna program them to something. I don't know what I'm gonna program them to. Maybe if I have like a new horn or something like that. I'm not quite sure. But I still haven't done anything with the passenger door. This video's been in the making for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Haven't really done much. New bumpers on. Or not new bumper, sorry. We cleaned up the rear bumper a lot. Yeah, we buffed 2 out of the 4 wheels. Bitch has been lazy. Started sanding like you've seen. But guys, that is gonna be it for the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around to the end. It was a long video. I know there's a couple things here and there that I kind of didn't touch on, but you guys have seen it all. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.